Hey guys, welcome back. This is Clayton53D. I'm back here again with another What If. This is What If Deku was cheated on, part 3. Now, last if I remember, we were with Momo, their relationship got better, and Deku and White and Pink Diamond both started to get along a lot better. Also, a lot of people were telling me how bad I roasted All Might, and I'd like to thank everyone because I love roasting All Might a lot. Do I care for All Might? Yes and no. Sadly, I don't care. But yeah, in this, I will be, of course, doing some different things. Now, I've been thinking of ways how to do the Stain arc. I'm going to make it better than the Stain arc. Because, of course, everyone sees, oh, it's the hero killer, it's that one guy. He's killing multiple heroes. He's going to have to be in a gang. Of course, normal skill can do this, but I want to put it where he is actually a member of some different organization or with either Shigaraki or Overhaul or one of those organizations. What else can I do with this? Yeah, well, I'm going to go through it and see how it goes on the end. So, Stain arc. Let's hit it. So we moved to, of course, Deku winning of the UA Sports Festival and already after the date. Now, there has been intelligence from the news that this, Stain has hit, was it Ingenium? Ida's brother has now been in the hospital for at least 2 days. And from what Deku knows, Ida has just went to Hosu to fight Stain. Everyone has only seen Stain because he's the only person left behind. But they've never seen what's before the group attack. There is a group attack. They just don't know. They only think it's one person. With this, people just are expecting it's one guy. Let's go fight him. Multiple heroes try to fight him, but it never comes out. And for some reason, no one can ever see him in the light. It's always at night. That was a bad freaking rhyme. But still, a rhyme's a rhyme. Yet I have no time. I don't care. I'm gonna get shot out for this. Well, how can I put this correctly without being anything worse? Deku's gonna fight Stain, but he isn't gonna get any help with it from Todoroki and whatever his Ida. So, Native is hit on the ground by Stain with the first strike, and his goons start coming down, being with Shigaraki, of course. But from far away, about, I'm going to say a mile away, Shigaraki and Kirigiri on top of one of the buildings, looking down at the destruction they are causing. The heroes are on attack, and Deku is rushing over to save Ida and Native. As the goons come down with, I want to say, Dobby as well with Stain, Deku gets there just in time. And he's all like a very bright pink, and they all see him just like instantly. So they start attacking him. He is looking around trying to find a way to at least, knock him out. So what he does, he goes ahead and uses Pink Diamond's wail, which cracks the ground around him and sends them all off of him. As he brings out White Diamond's staff and, I'm going to say, Pink Diamond's shield. Now, it's not the Rose Quartz shield, it's the Nor Hexagon shield, because I like that. Now, with this, Deku starts pushing attacks and making his own attacks with them. Now, he can combine the two, the sword and the spear. What can I make with that? Okay, so, yeah. He's using both of the sword and the staff. As this is happening, Stain and Dobby try to help out the goons so then they can kill this hero while the other two are down. The goons have been knocked out, and now it's only Dobby, Stain, and Deku. Dobby's the first one to go at him, as Deku says, "You know what, Dobby? You might be a villain, but sometimes being a hero is a lot better." As his eyes glow up with white and it shoots out at Dobby, hitting him straight in the face. As Dobby color vanishes and what's left is white. As Dobby turns around to Stain. And Stain is looking just surprised. Just, what? As he says, "Dobby, attack." As there's nothing, as out of his mouth comes, "Sorry, Stain. Dobby isn't in right now. What you're looking at is what is me, White Diamond." As, of course, White Diamond has taken over Dobby's body. Because I'm going to make sure, like, Deku can let him be in another body. But but the projection is projecting what they're saying into another person's body. But he can do that if he wants to, but he lets them if they want to. So he's letting them do that for extra support. And White uses Dobby's flames to start sitting at Stain, and Stain's jumping around, making sure he isn't hit. As Deku goes over and starts fighting as well, as it's both Dobby, basically White Dobby, and Deku fighting off Stain. As he thinks to use a bubble to, keep Stain in. As Deku bubbles Stain, and he's locked in there now. White Diamond runs over to help out the injured, healing him a bit with the fire, but Deku bubbles White and says, "Good job, White." As she stops projecting herself into Dobby. As both of them are bubbled now, and they're both losing their own air. As they both faint onto the ground, and they're handcuffed by Deku. And they're using both court canceling and I'm gonna say gem canceling collars. Basically, they cancel out the strength they have. Say like bloodlust, their own physical strength and stuff like that. Basically makes them weaker. But only he can make that. It's an in-between between whites and pinks. So yeah. And whenever the police get there, they arrest them, and of course they're sent to Tartarus, to jail. And, my god, that's not even that long. I guess I could do the camp as well, but you know what? Actually, I'm going to switch over to... So yeah, Deku finally gets back to Class 1A, and, so after training camp comes... Actually, if I get this correct, it went Stain Arc. I think there was an in-between episode where they had to get their license, or did they go to the training camp? I think it was license first and then training camp, but it's not that time. I'm going to make it right now, so I'll rewatch it and find out where, but I'm not going to re-edit any of this. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and do get their license. So then, no, that's after the training camp, because, okay, so it's after training camp. Sorry. I just want to make sure everything's correct in order. So yes, training camp. Now, I guess because of this, I'm going to switch over to Dobby's point of view. Dobby's sitting in there, staying around, and they're finally getting their food, as out of nowhere, alarms start going off. What? What's happening? As they hear, "Dobby, come on. We need you for the raid on the summer camp. There's Shigaraki, you finally come get me. I need you for the operation. I don't think we're gonna need anything else." As of course you see Stain says, "Stain, it seems. You'll come too, or you don't want to? As he looks at Shigaraki saying, you're attacking kids, not heroes. So go ahead and play your little games. Hero society will fall, but it will rise back again in a new age. As Shigaraki is like, alright, Dabi, come on. The boss is waiting. It's alright, sir. As, of course, they get out of there because of Kirigiri. The alarms start going off and everyone's unhindered and Dabi is missing. So that's how they got Dabi back. Now, they have Toga, they have Muscular, they have Shigaraki, Kirigiri, and all the other goons and stuff like that. Now, Deku, now being back at UA, is, I guess not congratulated, but is asked how he defeated the villains, which she told him what happened and what was really behind the case, which of course they all liked. So, in this case, Mr. Aizawa walks up saying, alright kids, we have the summer camp this month, so go ahead and hop on the bus with your stuff and we're gonna move on. As they get all on the bus then, they're rushed down to the campsite. Now, everyone's dropped off at a place, and the Pussycat's coming out. Being Melinda, was it Mendeley? I forgot her name. Mendeley, Pixie Bob, and what was the other one's name? I think it was only Mendeley and Pixie Bob, and that's it. Ragdoll wasn't there. So, Pixie Bob uses her power to push them into the forest as Deku is just still standing perfectly straight, not even moved, as he grabs Momo and says, so, would you want me to clear a path for you, my lady? As she asks, sure. Which he does. He starts walking with her, and he tells everyone else not to follow, as dogs and, rock wolves and stuff are all coming out at him, as they're just being flung back or destroyed just on the spot. And Pixie Bob's impressed, thinking, it's only one person, and Mendeley uses her, insight, because she can talk over, a far range, but she can also see over a far range, because I want to see that. I think she could do that as well, but I don't know. So she sees what's happening, and it's only one student, and he's knocking out so much and clearing a single path straight to the place. As they all get on the bus in, an hour later, when they all get there, Midoriya and Momo are already there, while the rest are still getting there. So they have lunch, and everyone else gets there 4 or 5 hours later, and they have to make their own. Haha. So, after this, next morning, of course, goes as normal, but they have to put Izuku against tougher opponents, being Tiger. Which Tiger tries to teach him some stuff, but it's unuseful for him. And Tiger coming out saying, so, you think you're better? I'm gonna say today is just a pink day, saying, yeah, you want to go, Tuffy? As Tiger's like, cocky one, it seems. So, bring it on, yeah. No, I don't want to hear that, no. Why did I go, yeah? No, they're the wild pussycats. I'm only gonna do that once for, I'm gonna do that another time for Tiger. We got a cocky one, it seems. So come at me, yeah. As Pink looks at him and just starts bawling out laughing. As Tiger thinks this is a joke and tries to come at him. As Pink just instantly barriers right in front of him, and he hits it with a loud smack. As he tries to punch through it, and it's doing 0 damage to him at all, as Pink's just getting bored, saying, well, it seems you're getting tiring. As she drops the barrier, and Tiger tries to go in for a punch, but Deku, or Pink Deku in this case, grabs him by the hand and kind of crushes it, breaking his knuckles, which hurt like hell. As Tiger just goes on the ground onto his knees and starts just wailing, just crying and screaming and like bloody murder, because breaking your knuckles in your hand technically is hurt like hell. That crack is not something you want to feel. So yeah, Tiger is sent to the hospital because of this, and I guess Dobby comes in. Of course, it's all like the exact same. I guess I have to say what happened with Muscular because it's different because he doesn't have one for all. So what happened, because it's technically Pink's day, the fight was interesting and Muscular was played around with, but Deku plainly said, Pink, I don't care what you do with this villain, just make sure he doesn't hurt, was it Kota? As she took this literally. So what she did is stab the man right through his fucking face. Now before this, they put a barrier a thick, like you cannot see through barrier right in front of Kota's face, and he did not see what happened. And they took Kota away from there because they don't show what the hell happened. And of course, Baku is taken, blah blah blah. All for one, All Might win, stuff like that, and points out like, oh, you are the next one, being, I don't care. I want to see Nejire. Because I feel like Nejire and All Might's quirk would be like really cool. Like, what was his name? Lemillion already has like a really cool quirk. Bakugo, fuck him. And, yeah, I don't want to give it to Momo because I don't think I would actually like a ultimate creation quirk. So yeah, Nejire, because I want to see those lines like freaking turn like a hyper beam. I just think it seems cool. I feel like I did enough for this video. Mm-mm. I think this is where I want to end it off because I want to make the overhaul arc a little bit better the more I want to think about it. Now, the what if ideas I've gotten from you guys are really amazing. Now, there was one about Overwatch, and I found that one funny because I did an Overwatch one once. That one went terrible. Now, the reason I think it went terrible is because I couldn't explain it. Because I didn't give him a quirk at all. I just gave him the quirk to copy the abilities. Now, if I gave him one for all and put him in that scenario, I think it would be a lot better. So, I think I'm going to end it like right here. I guess I'll put something in the description leading to my Discord. And see ya.